Yes. What if everyone said it just a little more? Would the world be a better place? A nicer place? At MU Health, we're certain of one thing, that yes makes the world a healthier place. Yes is the strength to fight doubt, the fuel to find cures, and the unbreakable resolve to keep pushing further. At Mid-Missouri's only academic health center, yes isn't just changing lives, it's saving them.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Wednesday, September the 28th. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Somebody else, it's always a pleasure to have, Barbara Buffaloe.
Hi, Paul.
Good to have you here, City of Columbia, and you brought along a special guest today.
I did. I brought our sustainability educator, James Cole.
Okay, good to have you here,
Thank
James
you, Paul.
Cole,
Good to be
the
here.
Sustainability Educator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Now,
he's here to educate you.
Okay, and I can use a lot of it. But why did you bring him today?
Well, yeah, so as you know, we're doing the Como Energy Challenge, our 2-year campaign to save energy, competing against 49 other cities, and we want to win $5 million.
$5 million.
Yeah. So we're in the last push, so we're having a big contest. And James is in charge of our big Saving Energy to Win contest. So I brought him here to talk to people about how they could participate and win prizes.
Now, if people came out to the
Sustainable,
event this past Sunday, right?
Yeah, so Sunday at City Hall, we were the host for the Sustainable Living Fair. And if you came by the Kids Corner, we had our checklist that we were handing out for how people can participate.
All right. So now, people in the City of Columbia, only for the City of Columbia, is that right?
That is all that counts for the prizes and everything. But I've said this before, and I will say it again. I don't care where you live as long as you're saving energy.
Right. So even if you don't live in the City of Columbia, you can go and get one of those little pamphlets.
The checklist, yeah, the checklist on how to save energy.
And you can save money by saving energy.
Yeah.
But James, tell me, what are some of the things people can do to reduce their energy bill?
So one of the ways that we focus on saving energy is in your home heating and cooling. That takes up over 40% of your energy bill, just heating and cooling your home.
Okay.
So one of our recommendations on our checklist is turning down your heat during October and November when you're not at home. Department of Energy recommends you can turn it down at least 10 degrees, 60 degrees, and you don't have to worry anything about your home.
So if you turn it down 10 to 15 degrees when you're not home, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Your couch doesn't care.
Right, as long as you keep it above freezing.
Put your dog in a sweater when you leave. So, yeah.
What about the air conditioning?
Air conditioning, same thing. You can actually turn it up to like 78 degrees or 80 degrees when you're away from home. So, it's hard to say, this October, this next couple of weeks, how warm or cool it's going to be, the way the weather is in Missouri. But, we're really focused, most of our literature is focused on heating for this fall because this is also going to extend into November, particularly, we may have snow at that point. So.
Now, heating the water also consumes a lot of energy, correct?
Yeah.
So one of our recommendations, I'm glad you pointed that's on our checklist too, turning down your water heater. A lot of people have their water heater set to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually could be too hot. You could scald
yourself, right?
And your children too. It just takes a couple seconds at that temperature if you have a toddler home to really hurt themselves. So 120 degrees, again, Department of Energy recommends that's a safe washing. You can still kill bacteria with 120 degrees, and by setting it down, you can save over $100.
Yeah. Now my water heater, I don't have it set on hot. I set it between hot and warm, and I don't know what the temperature is, but I have plenty of hot water, and it comes out. It's hot. Yeah. Then when I go on vacation, I turn it all the way down to just the pilot light.
Yeah. And it has, usually a lot of times the water heater will say vacation on it.
Right, that's what it is.
Yeah, and it's really good. It really does save you a lot because if you think about it, it's a big tank of hot water just hanging out, waiting for you to call it up.
What about insulating the water heater?
Yeah.
Does that really help?
It does, especially if you have an older water heater. And these insulators, you can get them from a provider, local hardware store for just like $15 or $25.
Now, when you say you have an older water heater, how old?
Oh gosh, probably 15 years, 10, 15 years older. So the newer models typically have insulation built into the housing. But yeah, if you bought you can check. But
well, mine's 15 years old. But when I feel the tank, it's not hot.
So chances are yours is insulated then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can feel your hot water heater tank and
it's hot,
then you need it.
That's,
but if it feels cool then you don't need to put insulation
right,
on.
right. And we'd rather you be safe than not, especially if it's a natural gas one. We don't want you necessarily to be covering it up in case you were to cover up the vent for it to vent out. You know, I was just going to say, one of the things that we were talking about before this started is how, you know, we're doing, a lot of this is on social media. So we're asking people to share with us how they're saving energy to win on Facebook or on Twitter, showing us how you're insulating your water heater or turning down your thermostat. And I was joking that, you know, people might not want to be on social media with the election coming up. They're trying to avoid it and plug their ears. But this will offer you a break. A break in the normal coverage that you're seeing on social media. It's fun pictures of people turning down thermostats.
The other thing, and I've been doing this for years, and I could tell a difference on my electric bill. I switched out all the lights in the house.
Yes.
Originally, I went to the little squiggly.
The ice cream cone ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then, as those were burning out, I started going to the
LEDs.
Thank you for putting words in my mouth.
It's what I do.
Yeah, the LED, and I like the LEDs better.
The light quality is pretty good.
They come on instantaneously, and they seem to me like they're brighter.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's one of the things we usually encourage people is think about their lighting. And I think one of the other categories is our appliances and the way we have things plugged in is another way where you could save energy in the house.
Phantom energy. I mean, if you look at most homes, you know, we have 3 or 4 computers now in our homes, or, you know, per person we have several different devices, electronic. We have a phone, tablet, computer. So, you know, it's surprising. It's just not being cognizant of this that we sometimes leave our charger plugged in when we're not even charging our phone, and that saps some phantom energy too. Phantom energy.
Phantom energy, right?
Yeah.
But how much is leaving that charger plugged in? How much are you actually using?
Not a lot in your own home, but if you apply that over, you know, the 100,000 people that live in Columbia, that can be a significant amount of energy that we're using.
And like the whole thing is it's just like your vote for an election. Every vote counts. Everything plugged in counts. So if we can get, it might not be a big difference in just your bill, but if you think about your impact on your community, if we can all unplug.
Your television, if you turn off the instant on, you're saving money there too.
Yeah, because it has that kind of standby power.
So it takes a little bit longer for the TV to come on, but you're saving money.
Right. And in our contest, I was just going to say, in our contest, one of the things that we have are actually, you could win smart strips, which are those basically surge protectors where the things that are pulling the phantom energy, when the television's off, it will turn those off so that they're not pulling that phantom energy.
All right. If people want more information on any of this, what did they do?
Visit us on Facebook, our Como Energy Challenge Facebook page.
Okay.
They can email me, james.cole@como.gov.
Yeah.
And we have a hashtag on Instagram that you can visit, hashtag saving energy to win.
Hashtag saving energy.
Number sign
With a
to
number 2.
win.
Okay.
On Twitter, too.
That's
We're
Twitter.
all over the place.
Okay. Thank you so much, Barbara Buffaloe. It's always a pleasure to have you, and we stayed away from trash talk today.
Hey, look at us. First time ever. Oh, wait.
No, we did get it in there. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Heart of Missouri United Way and Talking Horse Cabaret. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Zach Sayer, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator is James Mauser. Bye-bye.